testing. There's a word that is used. It's a very meaningful word if you really think about it. Yeah, you might use that term like I'm going to go test drive a new car. I have this test I have to study for. I think I'll just test the waters before I commit to this. You know, you might be testing out a new car, and you may drive 2 or 3 of them, and then, you know, you just, I don't know, it just don't feel right. It just isn't exactly what you're looking for. You just don't have that feel. But then the salesman, he comes over and he says, "Hey folks, you ought to try this one over here." And you're looking at it, and he's telling you all this fantastic things about it. It's got the TV in it, and all these fancy gadgets where it can tell you where to go and how far it is before you turn, and it talks to you, you know, like your family should be talking to you, but the car talks to you, and it pretty near drives itself. And yeah, you're kind of excited about it, and you look at the price tag and you think, can't afford that. That's just, now, it's out of my league, and he'll tell you, "Oh, go ahead and try it out. You know, we can come up with some figures," and you know, in your heart and in your mind, there's no way you can afford that. But he's still pushing you and trying to get you to try that automobile out. Once you take a spin in it, you're going to be amazed, and you're going to want it. And you're going to have it. That's what he wants. It's a little adversary there working at you, because the adversary works through people all the time. We know that living here on earth is a test. We're tested daily, and some of us have more of a test than others. God tests us. Satan tests us. Your friends test you. Your family tests you. I'm detested. It's crazy how many times you're tested. But you know, the one true test is with your Heavenly Father, and you better be darn sure that you pass that test. There ain't no, I don't think I'm gonna, don't think I qualify for that, or don't think I have the skills for that, or I really ain't got enough money for that, but maybe if I try hard enough I could maybe make it. But then I might fall back on some of the plans that I'd made, because I really truly hope that I can do this, but the test is so hard. I don't know if I can do it. But if you have that spirit, if you have that inner spirit with your Heavenly Father, if you have that awareness, you know that He's going to guide you and He's going to direct you. Yes, it's going to be a straight and narrow path. It's not going to be easy. He doesn't say that it's going to be easy. We're all on a journey, and we all have a time limit. Some people may have a time limit of 75 years. Some people may have a time limit of 7 years, some 12. We don't know. But each day, each moment of the day, we are tested. Whether you know it or not, simple little ways of maybe helping that little lady across the street, or going over and checking your neighbor because you haven't seen any life over there for a while. Just, you know, having some concern for somebody. You go to the grocery store. and you're paying for your groceries, and the lady gives you back maybe $5 more than you're supposed to have. Do you just take that $5 and stick it in your pocket and think, oh boy, she messed up, and I'm $5 ahead, and are you ahead? Are you really ahead? She's messed up, yeah. She's going to have to come up with that $5 that's short in the cash register. You're going to have to deal with the Lord, because that's stealing. You're taking something that isn't yours. Yeah, she may have handed it to you, not knowing that she made a mistake, but right then and there, you should have said, excuse me, ma'am, but I think you overpaid me. See, that was a test. You're standing in line, and you're in a hurry, and you're moving other people out of the way, and you're worming your way up in front of people. You were in a line like everybody else. Who makes you think you're better than anybody else? I mean, you need to take the time to wait your turn, because we all have a turn, because we're being tested. Testing isn't a funny thing. It's not funny at all. We know each and every day that we fail tests. Maybe sometimes on a big scale, but we do. And the adversary puts doubt in our minds. He puts fear, anxiety, doubt. And you start questioning yourself. I don't think it'll hurt if I maybe cheat a little bit on my test, or if I cheat on my taxes, or I don't pay the rent even though I have it. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't you think that you're being watched? You're being watched all the time. Not only from your neighbors, your friends, the whole world around you, your Heavenly Father, Satan, your family. Everybody is watching you. You set an example because you're being tested. You go around saying you're a Christian. You walk the walk, you talk the talk, you go to church, you do the things you're supposed to do. Let you slip up one time. Just slip up one time. Don't think that somebody won't draw it to your attention, because they're looking for you to stumble and fall. They're not always looking for the good things you do, because sometimes they're jealous and they want to be like you, but they want you to fail. They want you to fail. But your Heavenly Father doesn't want you to fail. But Satan will put things on the table and make you anxious and make you say, hey, you got this choice. You don't have to do this right now. You got a whole lifetime to do this. No, you don't. Who's he to tell you how long you got? He ain't going to be able to tell you how long you got. Your family can't tell you how long you got. Your doctor can't tell you how long you got. Only your Creator can tell you how long you got. And you don't know, because He ain't going to tell you, because you're being tested. Because if you knew when the test was up, you would do everything correct. You would cross your T's, dot your I's, go that extra step, that extra mile, have that extra smile, that extra God bless you and a hug. Because you know, hey, I've only got so much time, and I've got to do this right so I can return home to my Heavenly Father. Yeah, if He gave you the time, the world would be so much different. But no, we don't have it. We don't know how much time we got. So a lot of people is just living for the day. They're partying, they're having a good time, they're not worrying about paying their bills, they're not worrying about being good to your neighbor, they're not worrying about helping family or helping friends or helping that person that doesn't have anything. You're not morally correct because I can do that next week. I've got plenty of time. I can go to this party tonight, get drunk, get smashed out of my head, or just be really rude and crude to somebody, because next week I can just do extra good, and then it'll wipe that slate off of what I did tonight. Testing. Do you really have the time? No. You got to make the time to give your heart, your soul, your mind over to your Heavenly Father. Have the faith that He's going to see you through all the hard times. Yeah, you're going to stumble, you're going to fall. Ain't none of us perfect. Anybody says they're perfect, they're full baloney. Because there's nobody perfect. I don't care if you go to church every Sunday, you have prayer meetings on Wednesday, you have choir practice, you know. Test. Doesn't make you better than this person next door that doesn't have an automobile, doesn't have a way to go to church, but they're down on their hands and knees and they're praying every morning to the Heavenly Father and saying, thank you, Heavenly Father, for bringing me through the night. Thank you for giving me this day. Help me to be strong. Help me to love my neighbor. Help me to be friendly. Help me to be a good person. May the angels surround me and that I do things that is pleasing to you. Because I know I'm being tested. And I know my time is short. So walk with me, talk with me, guide me, direct me. Lead me in that straight and narrow path. Though I may tire, I may stumble, I may fall, I may quiver, I may fear, but there should be no fear because God is not fear. He does not give us fear. Satan gives us fear. He gives us the fear. He gives us these things in our mind of, I gotta make a choice, I gotta, wait a minute, it makes your head spin. Sometimes you just get so dizzy, so disoriented. The world is just spinning so fast. Things are happening so fast that it's frightening. People, take your test. Use your mind, your heart, your soul. Put everything that you have to pass that test. Because you only got one time. Your neighbor can't do it for you. Your husband or your wife can't do it for you. Your kids can't do it for you. Your friends can't do it for you. You just got to do it yourself. You got to walk that walk and talk that talk. Because this is a test. Don't forget that. Be ever mindful that Satan is real and he is going to tempt you and try to make you fail that test. Don't let him do it. Don't let him do it. Good night. Oh God, it's long again.